pair in the world would have been seeded, but just haven't played enough, and that's why they've kind of plummeted down the rankings. But as we know, still mighty dangerous if they're both fit and firing. Just a slight delay in terms of getting our match going on court one because of that retirement in the men's singles that we just saw. Told you this was one of the oldest tournaments on the circuit. First played back in 1929, Singapore Open. This is the 74th edition. And it is a fantastic arena. Going to have big crowd. We've got decent crowd today, but I think at the weekend we're going to have excellent crowds. Actually, the government announced last year that it's going to be replaced in the near future by a new stadium that's going to be adjacent to this one. They play tennis here, basketball. They have UFC fight nights.
Let's welcome the players. Men's doubles. Saivik Sairaj, Rankireddy, and Shetty, India. Versus
well, now we are all set, as you can see. The Indian pair on their way out.
Malaysia.
And here come the Malaysians.
Umpire Jason Fu, Singapore. Service judge Amy Sakamoto, Japan. Court 1.
To be served about 20 seconds, 18 to 20 seconds.
This is actually the first ever meeting between these two pairs.
This is left, this is right. Haikal? Right for you? Right for you, yeah. Right. You want to toss? Serve, put the serve. Haikal serve, put the receive. Yeah, sorry. Which end? Thank you.
Amazing to think it was less than 2 years ago that Rankireddy and Shetty were ranked 1 in the world, but obviously they've had injury issues. Now way down at 27. Can't believe they'll stay there if they stay fit. Got to a couple of semi-finals this year, one in Malaysia and then one in home soil in India. It's interesting, they've won 9 World Tour titles over the last 7 years, but they still never won a Super 1000 event. Another chance in Indonesia next week to do that. A couple of titles last year at the French Open and the Thailand Open. And on the other side of the net, the Malaysian pair of Choong and Mohamed Haikal. There's Choong. Down at 41 in the world, but they have been much higher, and that 18 ranking was less than a year ago, much less than a year ago actually. Together as a pair for nearly 2 years. Won a couple of Super 300s, one at the Side Modi a couple of years ago, and then the Orion Masters last year. Jason Fu in the chair from Singapore. And there is Emi Sakamoto of Japan, rather, who will be the service judge. Have you seen much of Rankireddy and Shetty this year, Steen? Because I can't believe it, if they stay fit, that 27 rank is only going to go one way, isn't it?
I haven't seen a whole lot of them play. They were in the semi-final of India Open and beat Jin Yong and Kang Min Hyuk, but that's sort of been the most they've played in terms of strong players. Haven't really faced that tough opposition. Yeah, they beat Man and T, the winners from last week in Malaysia. They beat them as well in India Open in the first round, so that was quite okay as well. But I think the injury problems, that's the most important thing. They've got to stay injury free. That goes for all players. Got to stay injury free.
Choong, Haikal, Rankireddy, double, play. 16, 14. 1, 7. 17, 14.
Nicely played.
2, 18, 14.
Good play.
3, 7.
The interesting thing with this Malaysian pair here is that they were briefly split, or rather they were paired with Go Si Fei. That was Choong, and Haikal was paired with Nur Isuddin in the early 2023 when the now world #1 pair, Go Si Fei and Nur Isuddin, when they decided to split, they got partnered with these two players here, and eventually, as we know, Go and Isuddin is back together and very successful. Reached the world #1 yesterday for the first time in their career.
It's out the back by a long way.
Yeah, that's a good sign of the drift.
We're keeping it decidedly flat at the moment. We've not yet seen one of Rankireddy's ultra powerful jump smashes.
No, that's going to be the Malaysian style. There's not going to be lifts unless the opponent earns them themselves. Behind the Malaysians is sitting a very, very experienced coach in the former long-time Indonesian men's doubles coach, Rankireddy, and he's not too fond of lifting, I can tell you. And right now the Malaysians, they have the advantage that if they can keep the shuttle inside, then it arrives on the miss hit. Then it arrives a little bit earlier on the Indian side. So Shetty and Rankireddy, they really got to be ready with their rackets. We know that when they're at the best, the two Indians, they are extremely strong in the service situation and, of course, the attack.
Well, it's just about the first time in the match we've seen Rankireddy open his shoulders like that. And to telling effect.
1, 2.
Please welcome the technical officials on board 2.
Silver, 6, 7.
Let's welcome the players.
Well, they had 3 love the Malaysians, they had 6-3. We're back level again.
Oi. Well, we did it there. Haikal sideways drift got the better of it.
Indonesia. Umpire Jess Chan, Singapore. Service judge Tommy Dong, Singapore. Court 2.
That's good play. Yeah, you just get the feeling that the Indians starting to come to grips with what the Malaysians are trying to do tactically. Just beginning to get on top, maybe. As they're going to have a 4-point lead at the mid-game break, having twice trailed by 3.
Other than that, nothing. They don't play this. They try to push to go forward. 20 seconds.
This hit again from Choong.
13-8.
Well, 5 of the last 6 points, and at the moment, well, second time that's happened today.
You can see how he lifts his left arm, Rankireddy. We can't see, of course, only the service judge can, whether it's too high, but there's a sign when you lift your left arm that much, then it's most likely over the 115 mark.
14-9.
Completely fooled Choong with the serve.
The Malaysians have a difficult time here because in the service situation, the Indians, they can be quite confident in lifting. It's not the hardest hitting combination. Choong and Haikal, they rely on their good understanding of each other and the rotational play. It's a lot about who gets on the shuttle early in the mid-court, front-court area. If you're not early enough and can push, then you've got to reduce the pace and get it below the tape. You can see it's almost like the backcourt of Shetty and Rankireddy is off limits, partly because the Indians are so good in the attack, but also because of the drift. So the Malaysians are pretty much playing full court against the first 60% of the court. That's a fantastic deception by Rankireddy. Look at that.
Yeah, you kind of think of Rankireddy as all about power, but there's a lot of subtlety to his game as well.
Yeah, I agree, and he can play on the front court, and that's oftentimes when they played their best. That's when Rankireddy has not been the preferred front court player, but he's taken responsibility and dared to play on the front court. So if it becomes too much that they'll need to get Shetty to the front, then it becomes too predictable, in my opinion.
13-18.
out by Shetty here, showing the court officials where the need for mopping is.
13.
Correction in. Service over. 4-5.
Over 50, 40.
Play.
Pressure on the service there from the Malaysians made that lift difficult, way too short, and then Choong's attack was more than enough there.
Well, they're making the Indian pair earn it in this game. Not over the line yet. And if they win the next point, it will get a little nervy for sure, considering the lead they had. But that's going to go long. And here are 4 game points for the former world #1 pair.
Game 16.
So in 16 minutes, first blood to the Indians, 21-16. I don't think either pair were at their best, truth to tell, but the Indians the more consistent of the two.
And now, also you have to remember, now we play with win. Maybe they start fitting. Play the again, same, they're not playing. So far, I don't think so. They play hard. Once you play hard, they are not lifting. Both of you follow first. If they change them, then I let you know. Just for a few times, just play the it's just going to keep the angle without catch this thing. This lifting option is not there.
Hold the 1, 20 seconds. Hold the 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level 4. Play.
Uncharacteristic miss from Shetty.
It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play it, Shetty and Rankireddy here from the near side, because now when they play the flat game, they can't push with the same kind of confidence as they did in the first game. And I could also hear that Tan Kim Her was expecting a bit more flick serves from the Malaysians. Tan Kim Her, the coach for Shetty and Rankireddy, the Malaysian-born coach, on the chair alongside national coach Gopichan. That was the first flicker.
Yeah, it didn't really have the desired effect, did it?
No. The thing is, it plays it into the Indians' strength, the attack. But you've got to flick, and he's got to flick more to Rankireddy to sort of keep him honest on the low serve, so he doesn't move too early, or knows that he needs to move. You don't have to move early than the service is launched. But as long as you know that you're going forward, then things become much, much easier. There's a lot of players that have a tendency that if they flick and it doesn't succeed, then they stop flicking. I think you should keep on doing it. Just do it a little bit better the next time.
5-2.
Well, just the start that Rankireddy and Shetty would have wanted in the second game.
Super quick reactions from Chirag Shetty.
Just wide.
But not as much as I thought when I saw it fall.
Yeah.
Dropped down from the sky there. That looked to be wide by a lot more than those 2 centimeters or whatever it was in the end.
Another freebie for the Indian pair.
Nice cross from Haikal. We haven't seen a lot of his strength so far. He's been kept out of the front court game or been under pressure. Not the tallest of athletes, Mohammed Haikal. Reminds me a lot about former Olympic silver medalist Yap Kim Hock in his playing style. Yap Kim Hock won the silver in Atlanta together with Kyesung Kit.
Over 84.
Super play by Shetty. Alert.
50-17.
Over 6-7.
84.
18-15.
It's over 5,
It's over
8.
16-18.
Says that he's fully fit and over his injury. Chirag Shetty, who was the one who retired from the second round at the All England. That's good news for the Indian pair.
It's over
It's over 9-5.
Over
20. Game on 16.
10-5.
Well, a few too many mistakes creeping into Choong and Haikal's game at the moment.
I like that service return there from Haikal, just blocking it, getting the attack. It's not like they're going to convert on the attack every single time, but it's much, much better than playing the fast-paced flat game.
Well, having won the first game, they've now got a handy lead midway through the second. 11-6 it is. Rankireddy and Shetty may take some stopping from here.
over 9-10.
Last one, the slip, they come over here, the head is a
11-6.
20 seconds. Up to 20 seconds.
Baby.
Got 3:20 seconds. Got 3:20 seconds.
Second hit. Double. Play.
Trick shot. Won the point as well. Crowd loved it. Shetty, I'm sure, loved it too. Look at that.
Service ball.
7-12.
Over 10.
2-1.
Well, once again, a little bit careless.
13-7.
Boy, that's a beauty of a smash from Choong. I love the fact that it went all the way across. Shetty helping covering the mid-court area as Rankireddy was directly opposite of Choong. Lots of open space in his backhand side there.
Service over 14-8.
Service over. 4-3.
Out. 15-8.
Definitely don't think Rankireddy and Shetty have been at their best, Steve. They've almost kind of just ground down their opponents to this point.
Yeah, after the interval in the first game, they've got the match under control. Just before the interval, actually. Down 5-7, and since then they haven't really looked back.
Service over. 4-5.
Service over 16-9.
Over 14. 12.
5-all.
Well, it was a latish call, and Shetty says, okay, let's let the technology decide.
Yeah, I think it was the umpire's call, and he had a little think about it.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? When you see that happen, when you see a line judge kind of wait a few seconds,
Yeah, then you,
it's almost an open invitation, isn't it,
is.
to involve Hawkeye?
was he in doubt? Then let's have another look. I think he checked which side he served from.
Yeah.
Silver 10-16.
50.
Lady.
7-5.
Nice tumble serve from Haikal. It didn't tumble as much as I thought.
Silver 17-11. Total 18-11.
Difficult to contain that smash from Rankireddy here when he also gets a little bit help from the drift alongside the court.
Well, put away emphatically. The Indian pair just a couple of points now away from the next round. From that range, Rankireddy almost unplayable. So here it is, 8 match points for Rankireddy and Shetty. That'll do it. It didn't take very long either. Maybe more of a facile victory than many expected. But the former world #1 pair safely through to the next round. Not really asked too many serious questions at any stage by the Malaysians. We've got some fans in the arena as well.
20 seconds.
When you've been world #1 pair, you just want to get back there. 21-16, 21-13, it only took 36 minutes. Well, a warm welcome back to the Singapore Indoor Arena, where we have reached our 5th match of the afternoon as it is now, and it's a men's singles. Koki Watanabe of Japan up against Li Shifeng of China, who is the number 4 seed here.